One of the things that I remember very vividly from the Conquer series, and I believe it's Tim Jennings who says it, that that idea that if you don't want to pass on curses, don't have children. And that idea of, and there is an argument that it's like, it's my body, I can do what I want. And I love, he's just like, not unless you want to have kids. Because if you have kids, then it's going to get passed down. And I just hear it every time. If you've seen the Conquer series, you know what clip I'm talking about. Like your kids, your grandkids, your great-grandkids. So I appreciate that.
He also said, though, that you can turn it off and you can turn it on.
Right. Totally.
And so that's the key, is turning it off.
Right. And get some hopefulness of it.
Yes.
Well, and I like in what you're saying, Ted, because I think it's a principle that we work really hard at Pure Desire to underscore, that when we come to faith in Christ, there are things that immediately are ours, that in a theological sense, in an eternal sense, our salvation, our freedom, the price that's been paid for us, that we have those right now. Before we've ever done a single thing other than receiving what Christ has done. But at the same time, that doesn't mean there is an automatic changing of our thought processes or a renewing of those epigenetic processes in our DNA. And so I think when we're talking about this generational curse idea, that might be a balance that can help someone think through this, is when it comes to curses on a theological level, immediately through Christ, those are broken, that we are set free from the power of the curse and of sin. But there's still a physical dynamic to our fallenness and our brokenness that Christ is still in the process of redeeming. And so really, that's kind of how I process it and think through it, that I have the power to break that physical curse over me because of what Christ has done, but I still have some work to do to enter into that, renewing my mind or breaking off the curses, or as you said, Diane, turning the proper genes on to now pass on blessing to the next generation.
The way to see it theologically is what Paul has to say. Romans chapter 6, he says, hey, I'm a new creature in Christ. All things have passed away. All things are new. But in Romans 7, he says what?
I keep doing what I don't want to do.
Well, how do you fit those two together? People say the answer is Romans chapter 8. But Romans chapter 8 is the longest chapter in the whole book of Romans, and it's very intense. And if you listen closely, you'll understand what's going on. He delineates what's going on. He says, all creation is looking for the revelation of the sons and daughters of God, standing on tiptoes. That means it's a process. So salvation is instantaneous, but transformation is a process.
You really have to go to Romans 12 too, the renewing of the mind.